Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights of today's LCK Cup 2025.
Damage is actually going to be quite relevant as well. So I actually like the Bulldog techs the first strike into this because he has the range advantage and is just going to be looking to farm, and Dudu may be in trouble.
Well, they're going to be able to get the charge into the wall. Dudu is lit on fire as aiming, trying to get out of the way. Not going to be able to stack up enough, though, as you can see. So Dudu, 100 health underneath this turret. Let's see how Shiu's going to go underneath his. Able to dodge out of the way of the Winter's Wrath, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Berserker takes that one. That's going to be first blood over to the DN Freecs. But the answering kill does eventually come in. Top laners' lives continue to be a living hell.
Yeah, unfortunate. Even with the changes
ending Barrel's life before they can really start off the fight. But as you can see, DK with control of the area. They are going to be able to grab one of these. There's the face breaker and the superplex. Big punch to the noggin. Still, Showmaker may be going down for this one as the hail of arrows comes in. Great ulti there from Dudu as the flash out from aiming. And Life is the one now in trouble. Shiu in that front line. It is an absolute mess. But there's not too many kills. It's just one. But should still be able to take this first dragon. That is going to put them well in position. That wasn't in position, though, unfortunately. The public execution no one turned up for, as it turned out.
I just noticed that we don't have the gold lead UI up today for some reason.
Oh, yeah, we don't.
Because I was wondering how behind aiming is with this. Yes.
Oh, dear. Dudu taking a nap. This is not the time to be sleeping, as he's going to have to put that flash on cooldown once again. Solar Flare, beautiful position as Lucid comes in and answers the kill, but that is another one that's fighting the dust. And Live says, thank you very much.
Unfortunately, neither of those kills
One's
going
playing set top lane if they're playing him at all, as far as what I can see.
And that's a lot of poke from aiming here in the initial part of this fight. The positioning here is really good for Berserker. It's hard to enter these grubs.
Yeah, ooh, Chains of Corruption going to get the flash out from Live. As Showmaker making his way in. They just turn onto Barrel immediately, though. Life down exceptionally low, but it doesn't seem to matter. Man advantage is going to be there for the DN. I'm a fan of being subtle with puns. So, I feel like you've missed the point.
Okay, hold up.
Okay, it's another Solar Flare onto Barrel. Going to get Chain CC'd as Shiu's going to try and make his way in. Decent heroic charge, but I think Barrel's still dead. Does flash, gets himself out of the way as it's nap time for Bulldog. Oh, God, that was too many things thrown at the Corky. And he is going to go down.
I was about to sing his praises right before this. From Showmaker, and the greed from Bulldog definitely puts a dent in the advantage they were looking for. Still 800 gold up, though.
Oh, dear. Steadfast Presence almost blocks the stun, but there is too much CC to come on through here. Bulldog turns up, and Barrel's dead yet again. Just backing in the wrong spot. And that might mean that this turret goes down as well, wasting no time. It was going to be that they can turn into a dragon, grab the feats of strength that way, but they're going to be able to get first turret blood as Chains of Corruption come down. Make a rain here from Berserker just to deter aiming.
I mean, look at how much value the Bloodthirster gives Berserker in this situation.
He'll walk out of the way, of course. He walked pretty quickly as Bambi, as the big one does rain down. Are they going to be able to get in here? Showmaker just running forward. There's the face breaker. It is going to be Lucid that locks down the dragon, but can they win the fight? That's the question. Flash out here from Showmaker. Superplex to get Life out of the fight. Very, very low. There's the double sleep. Lucid gets the watch out heap, and they do need to watch out. Dudu trying to fight three, but he still has to flash away. And Berserker's under the turret, but I don't know whether that safety is. There it is. The Q comes through. Watch out heap yet again as Lucid gets the triple.
Lucid is popping off Atlas! 3 kills after the Dragon Steal. The sleep is fantastic. It does so much damage in this fight. And this is everything DN Freecs. All their advantages washed away in the blink of an eye, it feels like. I mentioned they got feats of strength for the Dragon fight, but really only Life had that. No one else had upgraded boots at the time, so it's not really a big spike they hit. Obviously, getting the turret gold and all is nice, and having it for doing big damage right now.
Yeah, and he's Shiu's going to be able to take down this turret. That's going to even things out as far as that. The money that just came in for DK. It's not over yet. As Lucid looking to make his way in, aiming going to be joining as well. Oh dear, this could be a real rough time. Superplex comes in from Showmaker. The turret going to start getting angry here, but it's Lucid that made it upset. And so they're going to go 1 for 1. Berserker turns up at the right time here as Showmaker realizes he's not really going to be able to do too much about this. And there he goes. The Winter's Wrath is going to bear down on him. And it's Spioshik that grabs the kill.
Well, Berserker's got a ton of money in his pockets already, but he probably would have liked it, so
I'm an really ideal surprise. Like, how did Showmaker not get turret aggro there?
It was really weird. Let's watch it again because there was also like some anti-synergy between his ult
in that top fight underneath the turret.
Oh.
Hopefully he does have an opportunity for it this time around as Glacial Prison comes down and engage onto the set. Not exactly optimal as Change of Corruption comes in and pop goes the Leona. Xiu able to get himself out of this one as well as he dives forward. There's a very sleepy Corki. And the watch out heap comes down yet again. Lucy going to help grab that kill. It's actually the set that collects a bowling ball from downtown. I think we're giving that at least a spare, even if Yoshik doesn't go down. Berserker gets them away from the inner turret, and Xiu, oh, the snipe! You're not allowed to do that. The little gates were coming down, Wolf. They were trying to pick up the pins.
And Dudu was... I mean, Bulldog has TP in 2 when he spawns. They won't have Pyoshik for the smite. This is going to be a, you have to win the fight or you are not getting this objective.
Well, they're looking for it. Remember, the amount of shred from this Otacon is so dangerous. Bulldog's going to turn up. That is going to be the secure here, but Dudu into that backline is looking very scary. Beryl going to get revived. And remember, this is Voracious Otacon, so they can just be here and die, but they're not even doing that. DK is still going to be able to win. Life is burning, burning, burning. It's a pirouette from Lucid to finish him off. And like every objective went to DNF. The early game was so good, and now DK are just kind of ignoring them and winning the game.
Well, I think DNF should have made a different call here, you know? And obviously, you know, this is unfortunately pretty embarrassing for Dudu, but how can he know, right?
And Xiu didn't even know.
But this is, yeah, he didn't have vision.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we're not going to look at the Otacon fight.
Yeah, this is just more battling, as the inner turret yet to go down, but life is so incredibly low. Xiu should be able to get rid of this one. It was the Fimbulwinter that he did finish off, but I do like that he at least got a Black Cleaver to still do some damage.
It's a solid build. I like this version.
Yep, and they also have just a lot of damage in the Lilia and the Varus.
The problem with going for that Otacon contest is you end up giving so much control plus the res.
Yeah, and also it's basically a flip, right? Like if you don't get that smite at the end, then you just lose the team fight because no matter what, DK are going to win it, as Xiu going to be just heading back home. Still had that buff.
Yeah, and the problem is like that fight. I mean, they have res too.
It was kind of a losing situation.
Exactly. I just don't think they should have opted in, and now they may lose the game over it.
Well, Dudu has a decent flank angle. The inhibitor turret is going to go down. Some health bars are low, but remember, Voracious Otacon. He exists. Snoozing time as Pyoshik looks to try and get out of there. Bulldog also wanting to go back to the fountain for quite a while.
Dudu?
And Dudu still just holding position. Not wanting to overly commit to anything when they do have this buff. 10 seconds remaining as Xiu going to be turning up. Life looking for that angle. There's the flash in from Beryl. But his teammates
they wanted the inhibitor so badly, but they're not going to throw over it. They're not going to overextend and give a ton of gold over. They'll still just kite back here and doubling down on Otacon, where they had such a great early game. Like you mentioned, they had all the objectives. They had a Corki.
And DK, I think it is about, you know, dotting T's and crossing I's, or the other way around, or whatever.
Yeah. And they're just very carefully going to take this turret out here. No one's in the bottom lane pushing the inhibitor. They just want to...
After that Blitzcrank game and everything, man. Peanuts suffered enough.
Just wanted to let everyone know I'm accurate, even though if it doesn't make sense. I can hit the set.
Well, they can also hit the Baron. That's going to go down extraordinarily quickly. Lilia very, very good at killing that. And DNF, they don't even really know yet that that one's going down as they get rid of the Sejuani. They get rid of the Baron. They're going to get rid of Life as well. The bowling ball goes over the top. That was a bit of a trick shot there, you could say, as Lucid going to hit that Q onto Bulldog to make it... I don't know about the bullet time positioning there, but Berserker just trying to get them out of the way as Xiu goes in, and oh god, these wallets are absurdly heavy. Dudu's wondering what the heck he's supposed to do. And Lucid, yeah, the watch out, not even going to be the thing that kills him because he smote him in the air. And this is going to be the end of this game. DK looking fantastic, coming alive in that mid game and really not letting go of this one.
Yeah, I really do feel like this was a winnable game for DNF despite a really tough draft, but could not actually get it to work as going a bit deep here.
Yeah, Life is likely to die, although does have the flash, so may not be falling down just yet. Gets onto the fountain, but these Nexus turrets, they're not going to be respawning this time around, guys. It's just going to be the Nexus going down, and Beryl playing up in the faces of DNF, and DK still looking real good. After their initial victory, able to take down the DN Freecs here in game number 1. We'll see how they go in the rest of the series, but this first game is over.
It is Jungle Pantheon, and you know, I guess one way to solve...
Look at Bengi, he looks so sheepish.
Yeah, he might have been able to get out with another volley to come through to slow on the way out, but doesn't go for it as Xiu is going to get ulted.
Yeah, Dudu just getting a little aggressive. Doesn't find the wall up though. Looks like Shu might actually just kind of be okay as he throws down the ulti. Dudu hits Mini Na, not exactly with the same amount of damage potential as, oh, there it is. Pyoshik turns up in the nick of time. Shu just going to be flashing after Dudu here, the Flame Spitter, not enough. And that is going to be first blood going over to Pyoshik. Arrow connects onto Beryl. The Cocoon lands at exactly the right time. And I don't think we're repelling out of this one. Berserker, oh, okay, that was a bit cute. Not going to be enough.
Not quite enough. That was the most quintessential Shiu move in the top side there. I do think it could work, in theory.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to get this dragon, which is pretty huge. That's going to be a third of a feat of strength for them. And it is his ultimate to roam and make a global impact as well. But the Vi is the S-tier jungler, actually, as it turns out right now. Not the one that's never been played before.
Beryl's ganking, but so's Pyoshik.
Yeah.
The repel is going to come on through here. And let's see what Beryl's actually going to be able to do. The Ignite goes down, the Man Drop comes in as well. Life could be the one falling here, but this Pantheon's also in so much trouble. Bulldog turns up in the nick of time as, yep, able to get that Chrono Shift activated, and now half health there from Lucid. Lands the spear. My God, the damage to come out from aiming, and Showmaker is huge. And just perfect there from Showmaker to turn up. Didn't even need teleport. There's a lot of different damage sources, and yes, they're weird ones, but there's not a lot of tanking, right? As Beryl is going to demonstrate by repelling and then coming back down, but Berserker is going to tag him here. Flash out does need to be utilized. As Life taking a little bit of damage here, but Lucid as well getting targeted. Beryl now in that front line, gonna get Nod into the wall, and Dudu taking matters into his own very large Mega Na hands. As Sheer, the equalizer, not exactly connecting the way we want it to, as the arrow will land, and down will go this Rumble. DK, I mean, things were looking kind of all right, but now not so much, as Life's dead.
Yeah, that was weird, but otherwise, pretty well played here from DNF. Knowing the Chrono Shift is on cooldown for a few more seconds and there's no res available, they're just like, we're going to go
in the T1 series as well, especially. That one around the dragon fight is kind of etched into my mind. So we'll see how he does go here. As, all right, Lucid going to turn up. There's the flash forward. Not quite in stun range, but there it is. Just a flash required. And as I say it, the cast of blessings will rain down as Shiu gets his first kill.
Zone. Like, how does Dplus's comp work? When they don't have vision, when they don't have prio walking towards this comp. Like, show me, Dplus. I'd like to learn something here.
Well, I think what you do is you throw a cocoon and hope it hits someone. As Beryl will demonstrate. There it is, and it hits someone. The anchor also going to land onto Life here as in goes Lucid. That Chrono Shift still available, remember, as the equalizer once again just sort of hanging out, doing not a whole lot. But still, DNF just going to back away. And it looks like a second objective to go down here for DK, a second dragon as well for them. That will be secured.
It's unfortunately kind of a team trying to do a little bit too much all at once there, even though they had the better prio setup. They weren't able to execute on it. And both of these teams do have good single target blow up, and that Nollis ain't that tanky.
Yep, but we'll see whether it is the master of anything at all.
Yeah, it's...
I mean, so far
it's working so far, kind of.
Yeah, I do like the Grand Starfall Chrono Shift combo that they're making work. As all right, let's see how DNF can make this one happen. As putting up the wall is Lucid. Can Showmaker actually stop him from dying? The answer is absolutely yes. Good timing there on the Chrono Shift as well. But now that is off cooldown. Rock's going down. Double Seismic Shove will connect. And the hook is going to be there as well. Beryl can have to go up into the sky, but they're keeping them busy for so long. Dudu's Mini Na now on that backline. Gets the hop forward. The flash out from Beryl. And they do go 1-for-1 as Showmaker just staying alive. And the Flame Splitter is just going to cook this Nautilus. Oh, how did they win that? And it looked so convincing.
Yeah, I think this wasn't decisive enough for the DN Freecs. And unfortunately, this Ashe is just sitting on, a Shiv and a BF sword, so just not enough damage quite yet in this game. And they just don't actually have the ability to follow up after the Chrono Shift is used. And Dplus played it so beautifully. Shiu's Rumble offering a lot of damage himself. And then this Ezreal, again, still relatively untouched. I mean, we'll watch the fight again in just a moment, but you can see... Voracious now? No, 18.
Yeah, there's that red boy.
This is going to be a dragon take for DNF, but it's just a single Hex Tech Drake. Dplus are set up on the more important objective topside, looking like they're even going to be able to take out this topside turret as well.
Yep, Rift Herald going to come on over there as well, as Aiming was the one that picked that one up. A little bit perplexing that he was the one that did get there, but it looks like We're going to be heading down looking for another charge, and Bulldog should be able to deny that. As this outer turret in the mid lane also not long for the world. That will put DK in a decent gold margin as far as their lead is concerned. About 3K after that one goes down as the Cocoon will land. My goodness, the Mystic shots are really starting to hurt, but Life able to get himself out. True Shot Barrage almost able to take down the Big Daddy.
Well, it's still going to be the turret going down. Aiming, you know, oftentimes wants to just go W and auto that turret even with no minions there, but he thinks better of it. Waits, takes it out safely now.
I like that.
Life's been having such a rough time in this game because, you know, he's on a somewhat tanky support, but it's not that tanky, right? He's still playing support Nihilus. This is not like, you know, the Nihilus Senna where it's insanely busted and no one can kill it. And so he keeps getting caught and punished while he's trying to clear vision. And like I said, whoever has vision really rules the map. Shiu in trouble, though.
Yep, Rock's going down here as the equalizer just going to be thrown through. The flash over the shove is kind of cute, but Shiu is likely still going to... Never mind! Underneath the turret, and he dodges the drill. Will he be able to dodge more, though? That's the question as the Scrap Shield comes in, and then the, threaded volley will just kill him. Man drop coming down here as the Grand Skyfall delivers Lucid, and Bulldog is dead.
Well, this is going to be a time buy here for Bulldog, I guess, for his team to get more vision topside. They're looking for Barrel, and he will get away. But that was scary. He has Repel, so he ends up being fine there. But this is a really nice pressure play here from DNF to get some map control back over that critical objective.
Very true. And with Arakan's been alive for quite some time now. They do have everyone grouped up there towards that top side. Just bleeding turrets here.
Though.
All right, down to 50%. And remember, this is all about the smite. You get that smite, you get the extra life, and it doesn't matter about an ensuing fight at all. Let's see whether Lucid can make that one happen. Arrow going to be collected there by aiming. Seismic Shove gets cleansed as Shiwu not going to be surviving this time around. And now Lucid's going to need a chrono shift if he wants to live. This is a dangerous Otacon this time around as now Bulldog fighting against aiming this triple shove on the back end. And he almost wins the 1v1 at the same time. Absolutely absurd. There's DNF being able to pick themselves up the Otacon buff as well, as they will be sent home, but it does not really matter. They got what they came.
Worth it here with the Otacon coming over. And yeah, it's unfortunate that they're going to lose a few more of these Otacon buffs. Berserker?
Yep, Berserker is dead. Shiu going to turn up. There's an equalizer. That one placed kind of beautifully. I think he took what I said personally, as he's just going to melt the Vi as well. Oh, Bulldog regretting that particular summoner spell decision. And he will be sent back to the fountain. Wow. Dudu still with the Otacon buff here, as I'm having a little bit of trouble keeping track of who still has theirs. But yeah, he might be sent home. Yeah, sent into the brush first, but now he is told to recall.
Yeah, we're going to have to go into the replay to see why they made that call, because Bulldog died before they got Otacon, so he still actually had the buff when he came in, so I get the idea there, but now you've just lost basically all your buffs except lives, and the Baron is going to Dplus. I mean, Bulldog's trying his best to change that reality, but he's going to need to hit a little bit more poke.
Yeah. And Showmaker's flashing forward, looking for Bulldog. Seismic Shove, going to connect onto aiming. He has to be chrono shifted, as now Life under half health. Bulldog is just sniping them out of this one, as Lucid soaking that damage really nicely. Will get sped up, gets out of there. Dudu flashing over. He's got that Mega Nut, but he's still going to die before it even goes off. There is the cease and desist from Goshik. There's a Vault Breaker as well. The chain CC is good, but Lucid is just better. Shiu layers the damage. It is a cacophony. It's a disaster, but it's so fun to watch.
I mean, I feel like on the follow-up, then this is a one fight for DNF because he survives and does so much damage in this follow-up. Dudu also a little bit overzealous on the engage timing here. Doesn't quite have his Meganar and his Cocoon before he can use it. If he can hit that, it's a different story as well.
Well, he's also dead. As aiming's going to be able to pop on over, grabs the auto attack, and Life is now getting cooked as well. Yeah, the Elise is dead, but do we really, were we expecting anything different there, as Life is going to be able to hook his way out? The equalizer not really doing too much, but the positioning was better that time around. As DK with a Baron, they're going to look to push towards this top side. They'll be able to take down this inner turret and continue the aggression.
Man, it's really just salt in the wounds here. Baron goes over. Now they've lost this wonky composition. And we'll go 1-1 in the group. And it's like, you know, you felt so good about coming into this draft. You had your own robust draft. You're like, oh, Dplus draft's a little bit silly. We can outplay this. And then you made some really clutch plays on the Talia. You had some nice arrows. Everything is looking fine.
Like losing to this comp?
Yeah. Especially with some of the really miraculous plays they've had. And
And
they played the map so well too.
Yeah, and I don't want to say like something like it's cheesy or something like that, because these are picks that all of these players wanted to play in this instance. Like, elite support is a real thing. We know that Zilean has worked fantastically in the past, and this is something that they've obviously been scrimming. Like, the way Lucid and Showmaker are playing together on this Zilean Pantheon, as we're going to see demonstrated right here. Diving underneath this inner turret, Yoshik looking to try and defend, but watch, Showmaker's just going to say, nah, he lives this. And the depth charge comes on through. Shiu going to be able to go golden as aiming finishes off the turret. Look at these health bars. They're so incredibly low. Barrel's dead again, but that's exactly what he wanted.
Yeah, I mean, they still have Baron buff, so that's not enough just to kill the Elise here to win this fight. I mean, sure, it's going to stop a lot of that Baron pressure. Only 45 seconds left. You know, DNF is, for me, like, suddenly they've kind of captured my heart. Like, they're a team I really want to root for. Hold up.
Well, they're going to kill Barrel. Yeah, doesn't get to
9 deaths.
use Repel. 9 deaths is exactly the amount for the doctors. You know, he can go in and get all of these injuries checked out. So it's fine. That's why he's allowed. It's Baron into Hextech Soul, or they wait. They take control of the Baron area, and then they fight around the Dragon instead because it's a little bit less dangerous as Beryl getting the information that he can. As he dashes forward, that cocoon was phenomenal, the double bomb! And before Bulldog can do anything, he is just dead. As Beryl says, yeah, I've died 9 times, but your Nexus is still gonna explode.
Beautiful play from Beryl, and I think they've won it now.
Okay, Shiu, the walking barbecue underneath the inhibitor turret is now they're just diving in. The turret will be taken down, aiming to full health. And he is going to take down life first. Berserker running for the fountain. Dudu not given that luxury. And yeah, there are Drakes available, there are Barons available, but there's also a Nexus to destroy and things to do back home as DK are looking for the 2-0.
That's it. The top inhibitor going to go down a second time here. As Lucid is going to go for one more celebration.
It is Starfallen time. And he doesn't, I thought you were going to go straight onto the fountain. That would have been a whole lot more fun. As aiming, looking to try and kill Berserker on his fountain.
Well,
as DK, like, this is a statement start to this LCK Cup as the equalizer is in there. And ever since I gave Shiu a little bit of flack for his equalizers, the rest of the